with that, we're gonna go ahead and hit the game selections. Let's go ahead and talk about Link to the Past. Okay. Um. Yeah.
It honestly still holds up.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and say that first. It does hold up. It does hold up. Especially when comparing the original Legend of Zelda game, which definitely set up the formula of how many Zelda games would go going forward. But this game was what I felt solidified it and made it something that's like really something that's worth playing. You have the same open map that you had in the original, but now you can actually see the map. For example, there's an actual plot that's kind of guiding you forward. Obviously, later Zelda games would get deeper with the plot as the series went forward, but this game actually had one. Like if you waited and saw the
Yeah.
intro, you got like lore, and then there's characterization. Not heavy characterization, but it does exist. If you go off the beaten path, you can find side quests that will give you a little more characters. That old man that we talked to before, for example, he was talking about his son that went to the forest. His son has an entire story arc if you actually go out of your way to find it, and it actually gets kind of sad. But I won't say too much more than that. But that's one thing that you can do in this game. You collect the pendants, and this game we didn't show it off in this thing because it's quite further than we were actually at. We're not quite further; it's only a little bit further. But there's also an entire second world in this game. Like you have the light world, which you start your game off in. But once you complete like the first 4 dungeons, you gain access to a dark world, which is kind of like a parallel version of it. And that has its own set of dungeons and is a much tougher world. And the game will have you going back and forth between it. And that adds just a whole bunch more to the game to have you go back and forth between them, both in terms of the main story and side quests as well. Like it'll rely on you having to go back and forth for that reason, which is really cool. Yeah, like I even wrote an article about how influential this game was on HPCritical.
Did.
Yeah, it was called what was it called? Link to the Past, what it means. I think 20, how many years later was it? I think it was like what it means 15 years later or 14 years later. Either way, if you type in Link to the Past, what it
Yeah.
means, and you'll on HPCritical, you'll get the exact amount of years it was. And oh, that's what I was gonna say, Christy. I had when we were having our banter earlier. I had forgotten something. I finally remembered what it was. You put an article about fond memory of Super Mario World, and then you're talking about how much you have fond memories of Ocarina of Time. That should be one of your next articles. Fond memory of Ocarina of Time.
I should.
I think that would be. I
Should.
think that'd be a
It was
very
a
good
good
piece.
time.
Yeah, I think
It,
that'd
it
be
was
cool.
a good time for me.
But yeah, that's a good transition. So, what are your thoughts on Link to the Past? Besides the fact that it holds up.
I mean, it's still a really fun and cute game. I honestly, I know that some people they don't like what is it? Is it? I don't think is it 16-bit already? 16-bit music?
Yeah, 16-bit. This is a 16-bit game, 16-bit music, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some people they don't like it, but honestly the music still holds up. It's still really such a fun game and I mean, like what you said, it really does set up the basic formula moving forward for like Zelda games for the most part.
Yes.
I know recently Breath of the Wild really just like kind of I know it started off with like Skyward Sword and then Breath of the Wild just pretty much refined that, but honestly, it's still such a fun Zelda game, and honestly, it's great that it's on the SNES online, so that way people can enjoy it.
Yes, you can either play it
Honestly,
the original way, like one player how it is, or you can do it an even more fun way, which is what me and Christy are doing. Just like take turns and just each get through the game together.
hmm, I know it's really fun, and honestly, I kind of want to do our playthrough more one
Okay,
day.
okay.
One
So
day.
I just want to. So for everyone watching, whether you're watching this on stream or YouTube, yes, me and Chrissy are definitely going to do a full playthrough of this. And I guess if we're gonna do the playthrough from start to finish, I guess we're gonna just continue from where we left off when we started the game with the Link playthrough, because I think that'd be best so people can see kind of the whole story going forward. I think that's just the best way to go about it. Yeah, it's
Or
like
Rudon.
poor Rudon indeed. I guess that's the end of the joke because we always said poor Rudon. We should continue to mention poor Rudon. I guess Rudon's journey will never finish. But hey, Link will go on, I guess. But Rudon
Or
will not
maybe,
be.
you know what?
What? Hmm?
You know what we could do is that once we get to where we stop with, what was it? We just do the Link playthrough, and then we get to the same, like, kind of near the same stopping point as Rudon. Then we just switch over to Rudon.
We can do that too. I'm okay with that as well, and see whatever suspend points we have. So yeah, for everyone watching this stream or the YouTube video, Yeah, we're gonna be doing a full playthrough, continuing from Link, and then you likely continue from where Rudon is, so he's not, so the poor Rudon is not gone forever. But if you guys want it sooner, let us know because if there's enough interest in us doing it like sooner, we may fast track this playthrough. But as of currently, it's currently planned, just no set date yet. But if we hear enough that you guys want it early, then we will make it. We'll fast track it. We'll make it so it happens soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but I want to thank everyone for coming out to Link to the Past. Again, it holds up sublimely. It really does. It just set the stage for what later Zelda games are good, and it holds up. It's a damn good Zelda game all in its own. Honestly, there's a lot to it.
So
oh shit!
I love the shrubberies.
Gabe already says fast track it, so we may have to like make this happen soon.
You know what? You know what? It may be in Gabe's interest because you know what? We started our Ace Attorney playthrough, and then all of a sudden, the Great Ace Attorney got announced after we were just talking about it.
There we go. Gabe does want some Zelda. Gabe does want some Zelda announcements. So if we start playing,
we will get the announcement for Breath of the Wild too.
Damn. All right. So we got a fast track thing. Hey, Chrissy, we're gonna have a long conversation on Discord at the end of this month about when we're gonna be doing this now because obviously it's not gonna happen this month. We got too much planned this month. But maybe as early as June. We'll see. We'll have a talk and see what we can figure out.
We should do it before E3.
Before E3? Okay.
That's what we should do.
Before E3? Okay,
maybe we'll get lucky.
Cool. Okay. Well, Gabe says exactly. Put the Zelda 30th into effect. Put that in the universe that Zelda exists. Between us doing Link to the Past as a playthrough and me doing a playthrough of Skyward Sword in July, there has to be some stuff that's going to be happening. We're just going to make it happen. All right. Yeah, Chrissy, so there you go, people. Me and Chrissy, we promised to have a long conversation near the end of May when we're making the stream schedule and see how soon we can get this playthrough started for you guys so that can happen. We'll have to figure out a day, but we'll make it happen somehow. All right. So
we'll figure it out.
We will figure it out because we really want to do it and you guys want to see it too. So we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen for sure. It is the year of Zelda. We'll make it the year of Zelda. And then, yeah.
You know what? You're just going to see me kill more shrubbery. This is all that this is about, right?
Yeah, it's kill every last shrubbery.
One of them?
Yes, kill every last one of them. We did that a lot in our personal playthrough, and now it's going to happen on stream, too. So there you go. Alrighty. So,
you'll hear lots of, like, what the heck I'm doing, too, by the way. What am I doing?
That's going to happen, too. It might be, and for the first half, it might be like, we'll kind of know what we're doing because we did that first half. It's when we get to the second half, we're going to be like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Christy, why are you killing shrubbery? Stop killing the shrubbery. Stop. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, you may see our Link to the Past playthrough come back as early as next month. But what else is coming next month